Hi vlog, welcome to my guys.
Now you're probably wondering, what does this one come back to do after 5 years? To be fair, I hadn't planned on disappearing in 5 years. Let's just say life lived. However, welcome back to my channel. I really don't know how I'll be doing long form content because I am very much realizing I forgot how strenuous what I'm consuming this is, especially when you're doing everything, like, you know, like you're editing and all that. However, Nani, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You roll the intro. Hakuna intro. Hiya, ni sawa. So today we are doing the China Square makeup haul review, because what would be better than me doing a review like yes. So sit back, relax and enjoy. If you want to get these products as well, I'll have like the ones I recommend at the end of the video. If you want to listen to my recommendation, well and good. If you don't, pia ni life, like no one is forcing you here. Yeah, please listen to me. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'm so weird. Okay, so to start with, of course, I went in with the Make It Fast primer spray. This was 245 shillings. I really thought this primer would be sticky, but since it's spray, it really didn't have no grip to it. It felt more watery and it leaves your skin, I don't want to say dewy, I want to say shiny. Like when I'm shino, and not like I'm shino for glitters. It just look oily without the oil. Yeah, just figure that out, okay? Because I am a girl who likes to start with the eyes. Ndonione vizuri. Yeah, I went in with the Usha's HD powder press, which is 260 shillings. This powder is powder, like it's drying, it's powder, okay? So on top of that, I put in the Usha's liquid eyebrow brush and dip. This was 220 shillings. First of all, I really struggled to get this out. Haikuwa inatoka. Nikatwanga, nikaitoa kisha, haikuwa inatoka, but I struggled to get it out. And when I did, this was the darkest color I could get. First of all, I don't remember what number it was, but it was the darkest color I could find. It dried up really quickly. What? It dried up. It dried up really quickly. Yo, who's your mother? Of course, we clean our eyebrows here. So I went in with the Super Stay Concealer in shade number 6. This was 115 shillings. It's medium to full coverage. Again, I didn't know there were numbers on these ones. I just picked one and I said Mungu niponye na nikaponywa. Yeah, so this was light. I really like the consistency. It wasn't so heavy, but it wasn't as well too light, so it felt nice on the skin. It blended out really good as well. And for the front of my brow, I usually use a concealer that's like closest to my eyebrow shade. This was the Usha's concealer stick in shade number 2. This was 195 shillings, and honestly it was kidogo waxy. It wasn't like smooth gliding as per se, it just felt waxy. I don't know how else to explain that. It just felt waxy. It feels like I should have used it more of as a spot concealer. I would not recommend using this like under your eye or anywhere else. Maybe just as a spot concealer, maybe. I should have tried that, but I did not. Nilikuwa njaa. Sikuwa nimekula chapo siku sita. I was suffering. The upper side of my eyebrow, I usually use foundation, so I went in with the Usha Skin Pairing Foundation. I got 2 shades, shade number 1 and shade number 5. These were 300 bob each. Now, according to whatever I was led to believe with the testers that were on that Msingi of the Msingi, 1 would have been the darkest color, 2 would have been slightly darker, and by the time you get to 10 would be the lightest color. Somehow 1 is the lightest one is one of the lighter shades that I found, because there was no tester for one, and when I got four was kind of, it wasn't my dark, it was ashy dark, it wasn't cocoa dark. I decided to pick 5 because there was no tester for 5 as well, but I figured if one was too dark, 5 would have been the brown to like mix it up with, but clearly I was wrong. Nani alinituma? Nobody. What? No. But anyway, so I decided to use the number 5 on the higher part of my brow, and see, even you can see for yourself. So that you are there too. It was inafanyika huku ni za maajabu. It's giving ghosty Godfather mana OG. I blended this out, of course, with my beauty blenders. Na 6-pack. The beauty blenders were, I think, 300 shillings. Beauty blenders were nice. It wasn't heavy. Like, it didn't feel like a full like mattress like for sleeping on, but like it was good. I enjoyed using this beauty blender. I will definitely be going back for more beauty blenders from China Square. My eyeshadow base, using the Ushaz eye makeup base, which was 129 shillings. It was bright. It was brighter than some of the old fuchsia. I love the consistency. It wasn't creasing, and it set the base really well. And then I went in with the eyeshadow palette, which was the eyeshadow lasting 8 in color palette, which was 380 shillings. So I started with this brown as my transition color. I wasn't sure where I was going with this eyeshadow look. I just started putting things on, and I mostly got it because of this one shiny white that I really wanted to see how it would translate on my eye, and it wasn't bad. The eyeshadows are honestly giving dusty, and not dusty in the oh my god ume parara. No, it's just dusty in terms of fallout, and it was not my favorite part. And this is why I do my eyeshadow first, because I'm never sure about what eyeshadow has as much fallout. So I tried to trust myself with this one, and then for the outer corner I went in with this dark brown, and then on top of that I put on the white glitter that I wanted to try. And then I went in with the eyeliner gel pen plus mascara Kiss Beauty. This was 280 shillings. I thought this was like a pen, but it feels more like a pencil. Also, how am I supposed to use this thing? Because I thought this was like the ones you push out. It's not pushable. It's not able. I don't know how to say. But yeah, for as far as the gel pen goes, it was really nice. It's dark. It's nicely dark. Yeah, it glides easily on the skin. Would approve, yes. So after that, as you can see, I am a girl who likes wings. Like Red Bull gives you wings, unsponsored. Red Bull sponsored this video. Yeah. So I went in with I had a bit of the lighter foundation left at the back of my hand. The foundation number 1 is what I mixed to go in under my eye, and then I cleaned the tip of my wing with the foundation that was left, which was number 5, and then I blended that out, and then I put foundation on the rest of my face, and as you can see, number 5 is really not my color. It's really not it. I look like Casper, and not like Casper Nyomas, like Casper. I look like I'm about to ghost you the way your boyfriends are ghosting you. Bruh, this was not it. But I tried, and then I was really excited to try this jelly, the Ushaz jelly blush. So I had really high hopes for this, and I was really excited to try this out. Also, I really wanted to lick it, but I did not. So I was highly disappointed. The jelly blush lifted the concealer foundation that I had really blended into my skin. It was not fun, and then to make matters worse, it kept on breaking off into cloth-like bits, and as a girl, I do not like seeing cloths. I don't know who likes seeing cloths, but I do not like seeing cloths. They remind me of other things. It does not look fun. Also, didn't translate on paper. So in theory, cute, very nice. Application wise,
Jesus is Lord.
no, just no. So I went in to set my wet base, as I like to call it. I went in with the Usha's HD pressed powder, the same one that I had used on my brows. I put it on the inner corner of my eyes because I felt like it was bright, so I thought this was brighten my under eye. Lo and behold, it did. However, again, this powder is drying drier than my DM. So please use with caution. If you have dry skin, use with caution. A little goes a long way, okay? And then for the rest of my face, I set with the Usha's Brave Day pressed powder. This was 175 shillings. It's less drying. However, this again was the darkest color I could find, and if you are not seeing this by now, shade matching was my biggest challenge while trying to shop for products, as I'm a chocolate drop baddie. Call me a class because I'm chocolate. So I could not find most things in my shade, but I tried to work with what I have, and as you can clearly see, cry me a river, oh, cry me a river. This was not, yeah, it was not as fun as I thought it would be because I could not find my shades. The powder was just okay. I don't think I have, it's buildable, which is a good thing, but it was just okay. There was nothing like about it, you know. So yeah. And then I went in with my Kiss Beauty Hyaluronic Essence Instant Makeup Fix Spray. This was 250 shillings. And for me, it smells nice, of course, Sava. Smells really good. However, it does not translate into the setting spray feel. Like, it, again, this just feels like water on my face, which is what I used to do when I did not have a setting spray. So it just feels like water on the face. And then I went in with an extra layer of powder just to like lock it in, because I was like this is also a technique that I like because it makes your base look less ashy. So yeah, use the same powder to secure the nose slimminess. I contoured my nose with the same powder, the Usha's Brave Day pressed powder. And then it was time for lips. So when we got to my lips, I used the lip liner pencils, the super fine eyebrow pencils. If you know me, I use pencils for everything. I use pencils for my eyebrows. I use the same pencils for my eyes. I use the same pencils for my lips. So I used this for my lips. I started with the brown. This was 45 shillings each. They're kidogo dry, not like super dry. They're just kidogo dry. Easy to put on, easy to blend. If you know me, I the daylights out of my lip pencil, so I it. Then I was like, this brown is kidogo, it's disappearing. So I did the black on top, and then I went in with the Usha's vinyl lipstick. So I thought this was like the vinyl dupe, like the proper vinyl dupe, but I was so disappointed. This cracked on my lips, like it literally separated before I did anything else. Like I put it on, blended it out, and by the time I was grabbing my gloss, it was already cracked. Cracky. Anyway, on top of that, I put the Usha's Metal Lipstick liquid color gloss in the shade 01. This was 140 shillings. First of all, this smells really nice. It smells really good. It has this bubble gum yummy scent to it. You want to lick it, like instinctively, you just want to. But I would not recommend, do not eat your lip gloss, please. because if you get lead poisoning, I don't know what I'll tell your parents. Also, I don't know your parents, and I don't have 2 million to give them. Do not lick your lip glosses. Okay. The lip gloss is light. It's very thin, so I would recommend putting another lip gloss on top, which is what I did today. I actually really like the gloss because of the shiny particles. I don't know if it translates like on camera, but I feel like I see it in real life, so that part. Then well, I kind of felt like my eyes were kidogo boring. Not boring in like a boring way, but I was like, I could judge it up. So I got this Usha's liquid eyeshadows. I used the number 7. These were 120 bob each. Well, for one, I thought there was something in here. Turns out, again, drier than my DMs. I could see from the top of the bottle to the bottom of the bottle, and this is the only bottom I could see for a very long time. So this was the bottom of the bottomest bottom. Okay, I could see everything in the tube. I struggled city to get the slightest bit, and I placed it in the inner corner of my eye, and then I went back in with the gel liner. Again, really pigmented, really like it, easy to use. And then I went in with my mascara. This mascara was non-existent. Like it's, and when it comes out, like when you can apply it, it's very, it's kidogo tacky. Like it's not fun to use. But anyway, I did not find glue, which me and one of the assistants looked for a while, and we could not locate any eyelash glue. But I got the lashes. This were the Usha's lashes. I think in the number 3, if I'm not wrong. Very light, not mink feely. It's very like high grade plasticky feel. I don't know how else to explain that, but that way, high grade plasticky feel. Very light on the eyes. Let that dried out, and then went back in with a final layer of setting spray, and this was the final look. I would rate this look a 5 out of 10. 5 because some of the things worked, and let me say a weak 5. So a weak 5 because some of the things worked and I could not find some things in my shade, but some of the things I would go back to use again. And on this list, I would say I would get the Super Stay Concealer, I would get the eyeshadow base, amazing base, I would get the gel pen on its own. I would get the brow pencils, same ones, black and brown. I would get the gloss again, but again, wear it with another lip gloss on top. I would get the liquid eyeshadow, mostly because that's what I'm wearing today. Like it. I've actually used this before, so love it. I would get the brushes again. They were 555 shillings. I don't know if I say that. They were 555 shillings. They're okay quality and they're easy to use. They have already fallen apart because I put on makeup every day. Every other day. I try every other day, but because of shooting content, I have to shoot every day. So they're okay brushes. If you have super glue, you can fix it. And the puffs. Those are the things I would recommend for you to use. If you want me to try other makeup hauls, again, feel free to comment on my comment section. I will try as many as you guys want me to, that I can afford. Also, if you want to tell Fenty Beauty to send me products in Kenya, whomst am I to fight it? Whomst me? Yeah. Anyway guys, this is it for this video. I hope to be posting more long form content, dependent on how you guys respond to those as well. Give it a thumbs up if you like it, a thumbs down if you don't, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao. Outro. I need to make an intro and an outro, bruh. What the hell, bruh? Hey.